Good morning, everyone. My name is Elliot Payne. I'm the president of Minneapolis City Council. Before we convene our meeting, we have presentations of honorary resolutions. We are pleased to welcome guests to this space to share in these presentations before taking up our agenda. First up is a resolution recognizing Latino Heritage Month, presented by Councilmember Chavez.
Do half and half so it can be even. All right. Does this work? We're good? Okay, we're going to get started. Incredible way to start our full council meeting. Today we're passing a resolution celebrating Latino Heritage and Hispanic Month. Whereas the Hispanic Heritage Month is celebrated in the United States from September 15th to October 15th, and the city of Minneapolis celebrates it as Latino Heritage Month. And whereas the term Hispanic, Latino, Latina, Latinx, Latine are used for a diverse ethnic group recognized during Latino Heritage Month. And whereas during Latino Heritage Month celebration, the anniversary of the independence of several Latino countries in the American continent are recognized, including September 15th for Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, and Nicaragua. September 16th for Mexico, and September 18th for Chile. And whereas according to the 2020 census, there are 16,000 people of Latino and heritage living in Minneapolis, composing almost 9% of the city's population. Statewide, there is about 345,000 people identified as Hispanic or Latino in Minnesota. That means 6% of the state's population. And nationwide, there are 62 million Latina folks in the U.S., or almost 19% of its population. And whereas many in the Minneapolis Latino community include individuals born in the United States, naturalized citizens, immigrants, refugees, and mixed status families who contribute to the city's culture, economy, and neighborhoods, and deserve to feel safe, valued, and welcomed. And whereas despite challenges such as heightened immigration enforcement at the federal level, the Latina community in Minneapolis continue to demonstrate its resilience, creativity, and leadership that strengthens the city. And whereas this month is also a time to affirm the city of Minneapolis' commitment to being a welcoming city for all residents, regardless of immigration status, and to uplift the hope and sense of belonging of our communities. Whereas many Latinos and Latinas have made significant contributions to the world, including the United States of America, and taking opportunities this month to highlight those who have done so is an inspiration for all of us. Whereas our leaders, including immigrant and refugee advocates in Minneapolis, work every day to defend the dignity and rights of their community. Artists, educators, and cultural leaders from our community, many of whom are immigrants and children of immigrants, share their traditions, stories, and creativity, building bridges of understanding and belonging across Minneapolis. And whereas under the Trump administration, our community has continued to suffer across the country due to harmful policies targeting our communities, yet we will continue to remain resilient and fierce in uplifting our communities and holding strong to our core values of hope, vision, and love for future generations. As the community proudly affirms, aquí estamos y no nos damos. And whereas this month is a time to not only celebrate history and culture, but also to look forward to the inclusion, strength, and opportunity for all of our residents, including our immigrant and refugee families who enrich the fabric of Minneapolis. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the mayor and city council do hereby celebrate Latino Heritage Month to protect and uplift the voices, visions, and strength that exist within our community in Minneapolis, the United States, and the world, and encourage our Minneapolis community to participate in events held in recognition of Hispanic Heritage Month and Latina Heritage Month this year. Woo! Before I say a few words, we literally just had a great ceremony this morning in the City Hall Rotunda, and it was really inspirational, and we had a lot of good food, and we just wanted to make sure that we also recognize our entire community right here who does incredible work, specifically during these very hard and tumultuous times for not only our city but this country. So I'm not sure if anybody wants to say a few words. I know Director Rivero, if you want to say a few words too.
Thank you so much, Councilmember Chavez. Thank you, council members, for advancing this resolution. My name is Michelle Rivera. I'm the Director of the Office of Immigrant and Refugee Affairs. And it is incredibly powerful to see all of these people here on the dais, many of whom I know as individuals who are impacted by the federal immigration landscape at this moment and who have worked tirelessly for years, if not generations, to advance the rights and the opportunities and the power of the Latino community here in Minneapolis, in the state of Minnesota, and beyond. So I'm very, very grateful to be able to recognize Latino Heritage Month, Latinx Heritage Month, Latino Heritage Month with all of you. The words this morning that were delivered by Angelica in Espanol eran muy poderosos, very powerful words this morning from a very gifted poet. And so it was a privilege to be able to hear those words and to hear the power expressed in those words. So thank you to everyone who's here. Thank you to the entire Latinx community, Latina community, Latino community, and people who are connected to that community, who are similarly impacted by the challenges of the moment. Tenemos poder como una comunidad. We have a lot of power as a community, and that is something that gives me and many more hope. So muchas gracias. Thank you.
Would anybody else like to say anything? Looking around. No? Okay, we're going to take a photo up here. Vamos a tener una foto aquí. Entonces, sí podemos estar en las esquinas con el tape aquí. Y ellos nos van a tomar una foto. And as we finish this resolution, we're going to take a photo up here and just, very proud day in our community. For all of you in the back, so just go to the back room. We have resolutions. Tenemos resoluciones para ustedes en el cuarto atrás.
Next, we will recognize Workforce Development Month with Councilmember Osman. And Councilmember Ellison.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. Today, we are recognizing September 2025 as a Workforce Development Month in the city of Minneapolis. Whereas the city of Minneapolis is working to build a strong, fairer, and more sustainable community for everyone. A big part of this is making sure all residents have access to good jobs. We do this by supporting job training programs throughout local partners who serve people that are often left out. And whereas helping Minneapolis residents get the education, training, and support they need for a good career is the key to keep our local economy strong, making sure everyone has a fairer chance to succeed. And whereas, our population change, it's more important than ever to make sure everyone feels welcome, included in the workforce. This means giving people from all backgrounds, regardless of race, gender, age, disability, or past involvement with the justice system, a real opportunity to work and grow. And whereas,
through the work of the Minneapolis Workforce Development Board and the City of Minneapolis Employment and Training, as its administrative entity, we focus on jobs that pay enough to support a family. No matter where someone lives in the city, we help job seekers explore their interests, build their skills, develop job search plans, and connect with employers. And whereas Minneapolis businesses, especially in industries like healthcare and manufacturing, need workers with the right skills to serve our communities and compete around the world. To meet this need, schools, businesses, nonprofits, and government agencies must work together to prepare and support a workforce that reflects us all. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Mayor and City Council do hereby recognize and honor workforce development professionals across the city of Minneapolis for the significant contributions they make and commend them for their many accomplishments. The Mayor and City Council offer sincere gratitude for all their efforts to advance the economic health and inclusion of all residents and businesses in our community. Thank you all.
well, thank you so much for city employees and partners and the amazing work you do. We have amazing leaders here. We have a director of employment and training services and also CBOT Director Eric Hansen. Please come on in if you would like to make comments. Anyone?
Hi, I'll pass the microphone to Dr. Watson, Chair of the Workforce Development Board.
Thank you. Good morning. So good morning, honorable council members and community partners. On behalf of our local workforce board, I want to thank you for declaring September as our Workforce Development Month and for recognizing the importance of this work to our city. Workforce development is more than helping people find jobs. It's about creating opportunities, helping residents build the skills they need to succeed, supporting businesses and finding the talent they need to grow, and strengthening our local economy for everyone. Our programs and partnerships reach across the community. We serve young people preparing for their first careers, adults looking to reskill, veterans transitioning to civilian work, individuals with disabilities, and those who have faced real barriers to employment. Every success story is made possible because of the collaboration between education, business, nonprofit, and public partners who are with us here today. Thank you again for all of your support. This work is also about equity. Workforce development ensures that no matter someone's background or circumstance, they have a fair chance to succeed. When our residents thrive in good jobs, when businesses have the talent they need, our whole city is stronger. So thank you again for this recognition, for your continued support, and together we're building a more resilient, inclusive, and prosperous community. I'm going to hand it off to Mary Niedermeyer of one of our partnerships, and that's Cappy.
Thank you. Good morning, council members and community partners. Thank you for recognizing workforce development as central to our city's vitality. By declaring September as Workforce Development Month, you shine a light on the investments we're making to connect people with meaningful careers and employers with the skilled talent that they need. Workforce development is about more than training. It's about building thriving communities. Too many residents still face barriers to employment, but together we can remove those obstacles. When we do, we strengthen economic mobility, foster equity, and ensure every Minneapolis resident has the opportunity to succeed. The impact of your investment is real. Lower unemployment, stronger families, more resilient businesses, and new opportunities for communities that have too often been left behind. People of color, immigrants, individuals with disabilities, adults reentering the workforce. That's why we're grateful for your partnership to expand inclusive training programs, strengthen supports like childcare and transportation, and align education with industry needs. These are the foundations of economic growth and prosperity. When public, private, and nonprofit partners work together, we build more than a workforce. We build a future that reflects the brilliance, resilience, and potential of every resident. Thank you for making Workforce Development Month a reality. With your leadership, we're not just changing lives, we're transforming the future of our city.
Is there anyone else who would like to add? All right, seeing none, we're going to take a picture here. Everyone, please squeeze in.
Thank you, everyone. At this time, I'm going to call this regular meeting of the City Council for September 25th to order. The clerk will call the roll.
Councilmember Vita.
Present.
Councilmember Ellison.
Here.
Councilmember Koski.
Present.
Councilmember Wansley.
Present.
Councilmember Jenkins.
Present.
Councilmember Palmisano.
Present.
Councilmember Chowdhury.
Present.
Councilmember Cashman.
Present.
Councilmember Osman.
Present.
Councilmember Rainville.
Present.
Councilmember Chavez.
Present.
Council Vice President Chugtai.
Present.
Council President Payne.
Present.
There are 13 members present.
Let the record reflect we have a quorum. Before we begin the meeting, I want to offer a friendly reminder to all members and staff that this meeting is broadcast live to enable greater public participation. The broadcast includes real-time captioning as a further method to increase the accessibility of our proceedings to the community. Therefore, all speakers need to be mindful of the rate of their speech so that our captioners can fully capture and transcribe all comments for the broadcast. We ask all speakers to moderate the speed and clarity of their comments. With that, the agenda for today's meeting is before us. If there's no objection, I will make a couple slight revisions to the agenda and move the order of motions to the top of the agenda right ahead of the reports of committees, and move biz item number 1, 7 points inclusionary zoning TIF plan, after our committee reports. May I have a motion to adopt the agenda, including the changes I've outlined?
So moved.
Second.
The clerk will call the roll.
Councilmember Vita.
Aye.
Councilmember Ellison.
Aye.
Councilmember Koski.
Aye.
Councilmember Wansley.
Aye.
Councilmember Jenkins.
Aye.
Councilmember Palmisano.
Aye.
Councilmember Chowdhury.
Aye.
Councilmember Cashman.
Aye.
Councilmember Osman.
Aye.
Councilmember Rainville.
Aye.
Councilmember Chavez.
Aye.
Council Vice President Chugtai.
Aye.
President Payne.
Aye.
There are 13 ayes.
That carries, and the agenda is adopted. The next item is acceptance of minutes from our regular meeting of September 11th. I'd entertain a motion to accept those minutes.
So moved.
Second.
The clerk will call the roll.
Councilmember Vita.
Aye.
Councilmember Ellison.
Aye.
Councilmember Koski.
Aye.
Councilmember Wansley.
Aye.
Councilmember Jenkins.
Aye.
Councilmember Palmisano.
Aye.
Councilmember Chowdhury.
Aye.
Councilmember Cashman.
Aye.
Councilmember Osman.
Aye.
Councilmember Rainville.
Aye.
Councilmember Chavez.
Aye.
Council Vice President Chugtai.
Aye.
Council President Payne.
Aye.
There are 13 ayes.
That carries, and the minutes have been accepted. Finally, we have the referral of petitions, communications, and reports to proper committees. May I have that motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
The clerk will call the roll.
Councilmember Vita.
Aye.
Councilmember Ellison.
Aye.
Councilmember Koski.
Aye.
Councilmember Wansley.
Aye.
Councilmember Jenkins.
Aye.
Councilmember Palmisano.
Aye.
Councilmember Chowdhury.
Aye.
Councilmember Cashman.
Aye.
Councilmember Osman.
Aye.
Councilmember Rainville.
Aye.
Councilmember Chavez. Council Vice President Chugtai.
Aye.
Council President Payne.
Aye.
There are 13 ayes.
That carries, and those matters have been referred. The next order of business is motions. Today, we have motions from Councilmember Chavez to discharge from the Business, Housing, and Zoning Committee consideration of 2 ordinances related to commercial property sales. Since these 2 ordinances are linked, we will consider the motion to discharge both items simultaneously. Councilmember Chavez, would you like to make that motion?
Thank you, President Payne. I would like to make that motion.
Councilmember Chavez has moved to discharge from the Business, Housing, and Zoning Committee further consideration of the commercial property sale and administrative enforcement procedures ordinances. Is there a second to that motion?
Second.
That has been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion on the motion to discharge? Note that while this motion is debatable, this is simply a motion to remove this item from committee. Comments and debate about the ordinances themselves will be in order once they have been discharged from committee and a motion to dispense with the item is in front of us. Seeing no one in queue, I will ask the clerk to call the roll on the motion to discharge.
Councilmember Vita.
Aye.
Councilmember Ellison.
Aye.
Councilmember Koski.
Aye.
Councilmember Wansley.
Aye.
Councilmember Jenkins.
Aye.
Councilmember Palmisano.
Aye.
Councilmember Chowdhury.
Aye.
Councilmember Cashman.
Aye.
Councilmember Osman.
Aye.
Councilmember Rainville.
No.
Councilmember Chavez.
Aye.
Council Vice President Chugtai.
Aye.
Council President Payne.
Aye.
There are 12 ayes and 1 nay.
That motion carries, and the ordinances are now in front of us. Councilmember Chavez, would you like to make the second part of your motion?
I would like to move these ordinances for approval.
Is there a second?
Second.
Councilmember Chavez has moved to approve both ordinances. Is there any discussion on the motion to approve these ordinances? Seeing none, I will ask the clerk to call the roll. Let me get my queue refreshed.
I don't see anyone in here.
Anybody going once, going twice? All right, seeing none, I will ask the clerk to call the roll.
Councilmember Vita.
Aye.
Councilmember Ellison.
Aye.
Councilmember Koski.
Nay.
Councilmember Wansley.
Aye.
Councilmember Jenkins.
Nay.
Councilmember Palmisano.
No.
Councilmember Chowdhury.
Aye.
Councilmember Cashman.
Nay.
Councilmember Osman.
No.
Councilmember Rainville.
No.
Councilmember Chavez.
Aye.
Council Vice President Chugtai.
Aye.
Council President Payne.
Aye.
There are 7 ayes and 6 nays.
That motion carries and the ordinances are adopted. Okay. And seeing no further discussion on those, we will move on to the next order of business, which is the presentation of reports from our standing committees. Those are taken in alphabetical order, beginning with the report of our Administration and Enterprise Oversight Committee, which will be presented by its chair, Councilmember Wansley.
Okay, I'm still here. So. Oh, actually, I'm going to have Vice Chair Palmisano do the AO agenda.
All right. Councilmember Palmisano.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Administrative and Enterprise Oversight Committee is bringing forward 27 items. The first 8 are gift acceptances for work-related travel for city employees. Item number 1 is from the Metropolitan Washington Council of Governments for transportation and lodging expenses for Chief O'Hara. Item 2 is gift acceptance from the Millennium Alliance for travel and lodging for Nikki Odom. Item number 3 is gift acceptance from the Policing Lab for Anna Edom. Item number 4 is gift acceptance from the FBI National Academy for Chief O'Hara. Item number 5 is gift acceptance from the IACP, that's the Association of Chiefs of Police, for police officers Kiddick, Kapinos, and Withenham, and Lieutenant O'Rourke. Item number 6 is gift acceptance from LEVA, that's a Law Enforcement Emergency Services Video Association, for forensic scientist Allison Murray. Item number 7 is gift acceptance from the Association of Minnesota Emergency Managers for lodging and meals for Katie Champion. Item number 8 is a gift acceptance from the Lincoln Institute for, Director Meg McMahon. Item number 9 is a bid for hydraulic pump, motor, and cylinder repair and parts. It's a low bid of $250,000. Item number 10 is a bid for the Minneapolis Convention Center, a construction project of Mill City Pizzeria, the low bid of $689,900. Item number 11 are contracts with 35 vendors for the next 3 years of violence prevention services for the Neighborhood Safety Department, totaling a not-to-exceed amount of $8.87 million. So that's the next subset of 35. Item number 12 are contracts with 2 vendors for financial wellness, homebuyer education, and foreclosure counseling services. Item number 13 is a contract with National Captioning Institute for real-time video captioning services for $450,000. Item 14 is a contract with Minnesota IT Services for a cybersecurity program to negotiate an amount not to exceed $627,000. Item 15 is a contract extension with Neptune for water monitoring systems. Item 16 is a contract amendment with Aloha Landscaping for yard maintenance services, an increase of $100,000. Item 17 is a contract amendment with Asset Works, an increase of $25,355 for fleet and fuel management software. Item 18 is a contract amendment with DRI Consulting for management assessments and related services, an increase of $125,000. Item 19 are contract amendments with 7 locations for housing opportunities for persons with HIV and AIDS. Item 20 is a contract with Zytac Concrete for the Phillips Safety Project, an increase of $36,000. Item 21 is a contract amendment with Axon for additional equipment and software for the Regulatory Services Department, an increase of $97,736. The next 3 are legal settlements. Item 22 is Mason Herman versus the City of Minneapolis. Item 23 is Robert Mercado versus the City of a workers' compensation claim. Item 24 is a workers' comp claim for Andrew Ryer. Then, item 25 is the appointment of Megan Bergman for the Minneapolis Advisory Committee on Aging to seat 4. Item 26 is the Parking Management Staff Directive authored by myself and Councilmember Cashman. And item 27, finally, item 27 is the ABM Parking Services contract for all of our downtown parking, ramp, and otherwise in the amount of 5 years and $182 million for management of our municipal parking system. I will move to approve all items.
Councilmember Palmisano has moved to approve the committee's report. Is there any discussion? Vice President Chugtai.
Thank you, Mr. President. I would like to pull item number 3 and 7 together for separate discussion and vote. And I would also like to pull item number 23 just for a separate vote.
Vice President Chugtai has requested a separate vote on items 3, 7, and 23. Is there any discussion on the remainder of the report? Seeing none, I'll ask the clerk to call the roll.
Councilmember Vita.
Aye.
Councilmember Ellison.
Aye.
Councilmember Koski.
Aye.
Councilmember Wansley is absent. Councilmember Jenkins.
Aye.
Councilmember Palmisano.
Aye.
Councilmember Chowdhury.
Aye.
Councilmember Cashman.
Aye.
Councilmember Osman.
Aye.
Councilmember Rainville.
Aye.
Councilmember Chavez.
Aye.
Council Vice President Chugtai.
Aye.
Council President Payne.
Aye.
There are 12 ayes and 1 absent.
Those items carry. Next, we will take up items number 3 and 7 together as they are related, and we will take up item number 23 as a separate item. Is there any discussion on items 3 and 7? Vice President Chugtai.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. President. These item number 3 and number 7 are just 2 gift acceptances from the Administration and Enterprise Committee report. They are unique to me, and the reason I'm pulling them is these are both gift acceptances that are coming for approval before the body after the gift has already been accepted and has happened. We have a really clear city adopted policy that outlines how gift acceptances are work, and there are a few types of things that require a higher threshold of support from this body for approval, and they are things that demonstrate a higher just bar that needs to be cleared. And this has been a consistent issue that I have seen on the Administration Enterprise Oversight Committee, where we have gift acceptances that are coming in after the gift has already been accepted, and something that's a really clear violation of our city policy. And this is something that's been raised in committee several times, at council several times. And I think for whatever reason, that the importance and the urgency of following our adopted policy is just not being received or understood. So I wanted to make a point to pull these items and state that this is a problem, and that from here on out, I'm not going to ever be able to support a gift acceptance that is retroactive. So I'll be voting against these items. And thank you, Mr. President.
Seeing no one else left in queue, I will ask the clerk to call the roll.
Councilmember Vita.
Aye.
Councilmember Ellison.
Aye.
Councilmember Koski.
Aye.
Councilmember Jenkins.
Aye.
Councilmember Palmisano.
Aye.
Councilmember Chowdhury.
Aye.
Councilmember Cashman.
Aye.
Councilmember Osman.
Aye.
Councilmember Rainville.
Aye.
Councilmember Chavez.
Aye.
Council Vice President Chugtai,
Nay.
and Council President Payne.
Aye.
There are 11 ayes and 1 nay.
Those items carry. Next, we will take up item number 23. Is there any discussion on that? Seeing no one in queue, I'll ask the clerk to call the roll.
Councilmember Vita. Councilmember Ellison.
Aye.
Councilmember Koski.
Aye.
Councilmember Jenkins. Councilmember Palmisano.
Aye.
Councilmember Chowdhury.
Aye.
Councilmember Cashman.
Aye.
Councilmember Osman.
Aye.
Councilmember Rainville.
Aye.
Councilmember Chavez.
No.
Council Vice President Chugtai.
Nay.
I'm sorry, nay? Okay, thank you.
That's correct.
Council President Payne.
Aye.
There are 10 ayes, 2 nays, and 1 absence.
That item carries, and that completes the remainder of the report. Next, we'll have the report from our Business, Housing, and Zoning Committee given by that committee's chair, Councilmember Osman, and I will note that we have moved item number 1 to the end of our agenda.
Okay, thank you, Mr. President. Business, Housing, and Zoning Committee will be bringing 11 items forward today. We're going to skip item 1, so item 2 is approving a rental hall and extended hours license for Frida's event venue at 1501 Lake Street East. Item 3 is approving 4 liquor license. Item 4 is approving 54 liquor license renewals. Item 5 is approving 3 gambling license. Item 6 is approving a project financing forgiveness for the Claire Apartment at 929 Central Avenue Northeast. Item 7 is approving a Great Street loan to One South Side Clinic project at 1000 Lake Street East. Item 8 is authorizing a CBED director to certify award from the Local Housing Initiative Account Project. Item 9 is authorizing an ownership and opportunity fund to 42nd Street, second additional at 3442nd South Street East. Item 10 is approving an unused right-of-way street vacation next to 5117 Harriet Avenue. And lastly, item 11 is amending a previous resolution that cleans up a legislative citation within the resolution language. With that, I'll move forward for all items except item 1. Thank you.
Councilmember Osman has moved approval of the committee's report. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, I will ask the clerk to call the roll.
Councilmember Vita.
Aye.
Councilmember Ellison.
Aye.
Councilmember Koski.
Aye.
Councilmember Jenkins.
Aye.
Councilmember Palmisano.
Aye.
Councilmember Chowdhury.
Aye.
Councilmember Cashman.
Aye.
Councilmember Osman.
Aye.
Councilmember Rainville.
Aye.
Councilmember Chavez.
Aye.
Council Vice President Chugtai.
Aye.
Council President Payne.
Aye.
There are 12 ayes.
That carries, and the report is adopted. The next report is from our Climate and Infrastructure Committee, which will be presented by that committee's chair, Councilmember Cashman.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Climate and Infrastructure Committee is bringing forward 11 items. Item 1 is passage of an ordinance renewing the Downtown Business Improvement District. Item 2 is passage of a resolution adopting assessments, levying assessments, and adopting the assessment roll for sanitary sewer charges. Item 3 is passage of a resolution approving the 2026 operating plan and special charges for the Downtown Improvement Special Service District. Item 4, passage of a resolution approving the 2026 operating plan and special charges for the 428A Special Service Districts. Item 5 is passage of a resolution approving the 2026 operating plan and special charges for the Downtown Improvement Special Service District. Item 6 is approving deviations for a commercial block permit for Dinner du Nord. Item 7 is authorizing a utility easement agreement with the Park Board for the 53rd and York Avenue Flood Project. Item 8 is approving the concept layout for the Upper Harbor Terminal West River Parkway. Item 9, authorizing contract amendments with various organizations related to stormwater, wastewater, and community resilience. Item 10 is adopting a legislative directive related to the city's recycling rates, annual targets, and zero waste program implementation. And then finally, item 11 is a passage of a resolution amending a previously passed resolution to update wording regarding minimum design standards in road stations. And I'll move approval of all 11 items.
Councilmember Cashman has moved approval of the committee's report. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, I will ask the clerk to call the roll.
Councilmember Vita. Aye. Councilmember Ellison.
Aye.
Councilmember Koski.
Aye.
Councilmember Jenkins.
Aye.
Councilmember Palmisano.
Aye.
Councilmember Chowdhury.
Aye.
Councilmember Cashman.
Aye.
Councilmember Osman.
Aye.
Councilmember Rainville.
Aye.
Councilmember Chavez.
Aye.
Council Vice President Chugtai.
Aye.
Council President Payne.
Aye.
There are 12 ayes.
That carries, and the report is adopted. The next report is from our Committee of the Whole, which will be presented by that committee's chair, Councilmember Chavez.
Thank you, President Payne. The Committee of the Whole is bringing forward one item. The item is approving bylaws and rules for the Safe and Thriving Communities Work Group. With that, I'll move this item for approval.
Councilmember Chavez has moved approval of the committee's report. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, I will ask the clerk to call the roll.
Councilmember Vita.
Aye.
Councilmember Ellison.
Aye.
Councilmember Koski.
Aye.
Councilmember Jenkins.
Aye.
Councilmember Palmisano.
Aye.
Councilmember Chowdhury.
Aye.
Councilmember Cashman.
Aye.
Councilmember Osman.
Aye.
Councilmember Rainville.
Aye.
Councilmember Chavez.
Aye.
Council Vice President Chugtai.
Aye.
Council President Payne.
Aye.
There are 12 ayes.
That carries, and the report is adopted. Finally, we have the Public Health and Safety Committee, which will be presented by that committee's chair, Councilmember Chavez.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Public Health and Safety Committee will be bringing forward 5 items. Item number 1 is passage of a resolution related to the Safe and Thriving Communities Report and Plan for Public Safety Beyond Policing. Item number 2 is accepting a grant for a DWI Police Liaison and DWI Defendant Monitoring Services and authorizing an agreement with the DWI Court for the grants. Item number 3 is accepting a grant for cannabis substance use prevention, authorizing agreements with organizations to implement programs related and appropriating funds. Item number 4 is accepting a grant for chronic
My fault. Apologies. Go ahead. I fixed it.
Okay, thank you. Item number 4 is accepting a grant for chronic disease prevention, authorizing agreements with organizations to implement programs related and appropriating funds related. Everything okay? Okay. Item number 5 is accepting a grant for an automated cartridge case triage solution, authorizing an agreement with organizations to implement programs related and appropriating funds related. I'll move approval of these items.
Councilmember Chavez has moved approval of the committee's report. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, I will ask the clerk to call the roll.
Councilmember Vita.
Aye.
Councilmember Ellison.
Aye.
Councilmember Koski.
Aye.
Councilmember Jenkins.
Aye.
Councilmember Palmisano.
Aye.
Councilmember Chowdhury.
Aye.
Councilmember Cashman.
Aye.
Councilmember Osman.
Aye.
Councilmember Rainville.
Aye.
Councilmember Chavez.
Aye.
Council Vice President Chugtai.
Aye.
Council President Payne.
Aye.
There are 12 ayes.
That carries, and the report is adopted, and that completes the reports of our standing committees other than biz item number 1, which is the 7 points inclusionary zoning TIF plan. I will recognize Council Vice President Chugtai.
Thank you, Mr. President. I really appreciate the body's flexibility with moving this item to the end of our agenda, and I am really excited to move approval of this item and ask for a second.
Second.
This item has been moved for approval and has been seconded. I will recognize Councilmember Chowdhury.
Thank you so much, President Payne, colleagues. Our staff has been working really, really hard to ensure that we have a solid agreement. We are really excited to see this project move forward, and we had a short discussion in Business, Housing, and Zoning about ensuring compliance with prevailing wage for the workers that will be building this project. So I would like to ask Director Hansen to come up through the chair.
Mr. Hansen, welcome.
Thank you. Director Hansen, I just wanted to ask if you could share with us in the agreement with Doran Companies, what will be there to require compliance of the prevailing wage, state law, and city code.
Council President Payne, Councilmember Chaudhry, it's a pleasure to be here this morning to talk about this important project to redevelop the 7 Points project in Uptown. As we all know, Uptown has been going through a minute, and this is a very positive thing for us to see, densifying a corner, putting more people in the neighborhood. And so we're very excited that we're getting to this point with Doran Companies and their development. The question that you asked about prevailing wage is we have a city policy, local policy around making sure that the trades, when they're constructing buildings, are getting paid what everybody else is getting paid in their specific trade, and that's what prevailing wage is. We're working with the developer because we know that there's an interest to make sure that folks are getting the wages that they're due. Doran has volunteered to proactively and regularly submit payrolls to our Civil Rights Department so that we can monitor and make sure everybody's getting paid appropriately. And our Civil Rights Department, CPED will be working closely with Civil Rights to make sure that they're monitoring this project. There's a set of guidelines that will go into a contract around the tax increment financing agreement with Doran around monthly monitoring that Civil Rights has articulated in writing. So we'll be monitoring it through regular contacts through our Civil Rights Department. CPED will be collaborating with those efforts.
Great. So just to shorten it up, in this agreement, there is going to be the monitoring that occurs with civil rights in several projects to ensure that there is compliance with the prevailing wage. And it's proactive monitoring. One thing to put on the record, I'm unclear on if it's going to be biweekly or monthly. I also see that our civil rights director is here, and perhaps you and her could speak to the mechanism in which monitoring will occur.
Yeah. Council President Payne, Councilmember Chaudhry, I would like to defer to the Director of Civil Rights for the specific tactical experience that they will have.
Thank you.
Welcome, Director.
Thank you, council members. Appreciate you allowing us to speak to this. I'm going to defer to our Deputy Director, Johnny Burns, who is most especially in tune with these issues, to answer that question.
Welcome.
Thank you, Council President Payne and Councilmember Chaudhry. So with this contract, we will meet with them monthly to talk about the project, activities on the project. The contractors will be required to pay either biweekly or weekly and then report that the same way. We would review the payrolls that they submit to us, and then if there's any issues, we would resolve any issues on the contract.
Great. And I'm getting a little bit of a note from our city attorney that it is biweekly pay.
Okay. Some contractors choose to pay weekly, but at the very least, they would have to report biweekly. And then we will meet with them monthly if there's any issues and try to resolve those issues.
Wonderful. Thank you so much to CPED and Civil Rights and our city attorneys for working on this, and really appreciate that Doran has agreed to this and is willing to work in good faith to make sure that this project is good for everyone, especially our community and the workers that are going to shape it.
Thank you. Vice President Chugtai.
Thank you, Mr. President. I just want to join Councilmember Chaudhry in expressing sincere appreciation and gratitude for our staff that have worked with us so diligently over the last couple of days, but especially in these over the course of this morning, just to make sure that we are able to approve something that is in line with what we know our community is asking for, what we know our Minneapolis values are, and our Uptown values are. This is a really big deal, and I sincerely cannot thank Director Hansen and both the directors from Civil Rights who are here, along with our city attorney's office for working to make this possible. Thank you so much for your work.
Councilmember Cashman.
Thank you, President Payne. I wanted to echo my thanks for Councilmember Chowdhury and Council Vice President Chugtai for working on this in the last 12 hours or so, and really thank the staff at CPED for moving to advance this project. We haven't had a big housing project in Uptown for a long time, and it's not without city intervention that this is happening. And I think it's really important to acknowledge that the city's playing a huge role in spurring development for this neighborhood. And this is going to be a great housing project. There are going to be 20% of the units at 50% AMI, so there will be affordable units. 46 units will be at 50% AMI, including 10 studios, 31 one-bedroom units, 3 two-bedroom units, and 2 three-bedroom units. So it's important to acknowledge that there's a really healthy mix of housing types and affordability within this building that's coming to the corner of 31st and Hennepin. And most importantly, that we're able to uphold our prevailing wage and make sure that the work that's being done is being compensated fairly to the trades who, without them, this couldn't be possible. So I'm really excited that we're moving this today, and I think this is really good news for Uptown.
Seeing no one else in queue, I will ask the clerk to call the roll on Biz Item 1.
Councilmember Vita.
Aye.
Councilmember Ellison.
Aye.
Councilmember Koski.
Aye.
Councilmember Jenkins.
Aye.
Councilmember Palmisano.
Aye.
Councilmember Chowdhury.
Aye.
Councilmember Cashman.
Aye.
Councilmember Osman.
Aye.
Councilmember Rainville.
Aye.
Councilmember Chavez.
Aye.
Council Vice President Chugtai.
Aye.
Council President Payne.
Aye.
There are 12 ayes.
That item carries, and that completes all items on our committee agendas. The next order of business is notice of ordinance introductions. From council members Cashman and Koski, we have 2 notices to introduce at our next regular meeting. The subject matter of ordinances amending appendices C2 and D2 of the Code of Ordinances, modifying the current customer categories, and increasing the percentage rates of the gas and electric franchise fee. Are there any questions on these notices? Vice President Chugtai?
Thank you, Mr. President. Just would like to note for our clerks here that I would like to be added as a co-author on these 2 notices. Excited to work with our leaders of the Climate and Infrastructure Committee to advance this really important work.
Looks like our clerks got that. Councilmember Vita.
Thank you, President Payne. We had a discussion about this in committee, and my comments around this is really to caution us about the burden that these additional fees can have on some residents. I know, it came up that it might just be a few dollars, but for some, that's a lot of money. And so I just want us to keep that in mind and know that that is going to be top conversation for me as we get. I know this is just, the notice, but this is another burden on Minneapolis residents, particularly ones in Ward 4 who already feel like they're paying out a lot of money and things are just getting less affordable.
Councilmember Palmisano.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I agree. I'm concerned that there's another percentage increase in mind, and we were cautioned back in 2023 that an increase could disproportionately impact those who are already most disadvantaged, who we are trying to get out of energy cost burden. 2 of the goals of our climate equity plan are to ensure all our 1 to 4 homes are adequately insulated and weatherized by 2040 in the green zones, and then the second one being eliminate the number of households with a housing energy burden over 6% by 2030. So we aren't in 2040 and we're not in 2030, but that is still an ambitious, though measured, worthy goal. In our climate equity plan, it shows that residents of some parts of our city, including in Councilmember Vita's ward in the Jordan neighborhood, pay on average 19.5% of their monthly income for utility bills. 19.5%. That is their housing energy burden. So I'm sure that's where a lot of our resources have been deployed so far to weatherize their homes, but we are far from finished, and this would only make us further behind. Thank you.
Councilmember Jenkins.
Thank you, President Payne. I have to concur, and I guess I would just add that, you know, with utility costs are significantly rising, particularly with the federal government, big, beautiful bill, and also the cutting of supports for utility payments. It is going to negatively impact the very people who we are stating we are concerned about. And I've been expressing this consistently all along, and I think we are on a good path now, but to sort of create more of a utility cost burden is, I think it'll have negative consequences, negative unintended consequences that will really impact the most vulnerable people.
Councilmember Cashman.
Thank you, President Payne. I just want to counter this narrative because I think these investments that the city makes are how we lower energy costs for the families living in the green zones in Ward 4 and Ward 8, both on the south side and the north side. And we actually have really strong weatherization and retrofitting programs at the city. However, they're not funded at the level that they need to be in order to provide the benefits that are in our climate equity plan to reduce the energy burden by 2030 and to weatherize and retrofit all 1 to 4 unit buildings by 2040. If we are going to achieve these goals, we need funding to do it. And these franchise fees are not raising the bills on utility payers. It's actually the utilities' decision whether or not to raise bills on their ratepayers, and that gets approved by the Public Utilities Commission. And so this is what the city has in our toolbox in order to generate the funding from the utilities in order to do this work. And we are all deeply committed to this work. I know every single one of you voted yes on the Climate and Equity Plan in 2023. If we're going to achieve the goals, we need to get serious about funding it. And that's what the ordinance changes are intended to do.
Seeing no one else left in queue, that notice is hereby given and no further action is required at this time. The next order of business is the introduction and referral calendar. We have 3 items today. First, pursuant to notice, I move to introduce the subject matter of an ordinance amending the Planning and Development Code for first reading and referral to the Public Health and Safety Committee, amending provisions related to the joint disparity study, expiration of the chapter, and administration and operation of the program. Second, pursuant to notice, Councilmember Chowdhury moves to introduce the subject matter of an ordinance amending the offenses miscellaneous code for first reading to the Public Health and Safety Committee, enacting regulations on components, possessions, storage, and use of firearms. Finally, pursuant to notice, Vice President Chagtai moves to introduce the subject matter of an ordinance amending the administration code for first reading and referral to the Public Health and Safety Committee, addressing enforcement provisions and exemptions. May I have a motion to approve those introductions?
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Councilmember Chowdhury.
Yeah, Mr. President, I'll just be very quick, just so my colleagues are aware what I'm noticing. Obviously, our community has been deeply impacted by the scourge and public health epidemic that is gun violence. Our hearts continue to be with the community members and the families of Annunciation, those impacted at 29th and Clinton, and of course the mass shootings that took place recently, just a couple weeks ago. This is an effort for us to start proactively working on local level gun control legislation. that can be enacted once state law that preempts us is lifted. We have a long road ahead. We likely have a special session that the governor will call, and our state legislators in the Senate have already started a working group where they are looking at several bills and having discussions, and several of our community members have shown up many times to share their stories and give testimony on how they have been impacted. And so our intergovernmental relations team is tracking this, and we are also locking arms with other cities. The city of St. Paul is also doing something similar. So I'm really glad that this is being introduced and referred today, and I'm really grateful to our city attorney's office for supporting this work, and really grateful to all of the advocates that have been showing up to our city hall and to our community.
Councilmember Jenkins.
Thank you, President Payne, and I just want to thank Councilmember Chowdhury for bringing this this notice forward today. I worked with the policy and research team earlier this year to try and bring a very similar proposal forward, and was told that we were preempted by the state to be able to do this. So I'm just hopeful that that we can proceed with some local measures to try to curb gun violence and gun ownership in our communities, and hopefully, Councilmember Chowdhury, we can add in banning guns in public buildings like City Hall, which is, I think there's a discussion about banning guns at the state capitol finally, and so hopefully we're adding city halls to those list of reforms. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Seeing no one else in queue, I will ask the clerk to call the roll.
Councilmember Vita.
Aye.
Councilmember Ellison is absent. Councilmember Koski.
Aye.
Councilmember Jenkins.
Aye.
Councilmember Palmisano.
Aye.
Councilmember Chowdhury.
Aye.
Councilmember Cashman.
Aye.
Councilmember Osman is absent. Councilmember Rainville.
Aye.
Councilmember Chavez.
Aye.
Council Vice President Chugtai.
Aye.
Council President Payne.
Aye.
There are 10 ayes.
That motion carries, and these matters are referred to the appropriate committees. The next order of business is resolutions. We have 2 resolutions on our agenda today, both of which received presentations prior to today's meeting. Are there any questions or comments from council members? Seeing none, may I have a motion to adopt those resolutions?
So moved.
Second.
The clerk will call the roll.
Councilmember Vita.
Aye.
Councilmember Koski.
Aye.
Councilmember Jenkins.
Aye.
Councilmember Palmisano.
Aye.
Councilmember Chowdhury.
Aye.
Councilmember Cashman.
Aye.
Councilmember Rainville.
Aye.
Councilmember Chavez.
Aye.
Council Vice President Chugtai.
Aye.
Council President Payne.
Aye.
There are 10 ayes.
That carries, and those resolutions are adopted. Our next order of business is a request for closed session. Before I recognize the attorney and we recess for closed session, I'll ask if there are any announcements from council members. Any announcements? Councilmember Palmisano.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I just wanted to make it known in the spirit of gun violence prevention that there's an event going on, an update in community conversation where we'll get community members will get information on kind of status of a legislative closed session from some local political leaders and have some other conversation. It's tonight from 7 to 9 at what used to be called Solomon's Porch and now is the Meraki Center at 100 West 46th Street. So it's 7 to 9, more of a drop-in type thing. It's pretty easily found online. But you'll also be able to listen to people directly impacted by gun violence, work in small groups to take some type of meaningful action, participate in a communal project, banner making project, and hopefully feel a little bit more empowered right now on the effort. for gun violence. I feel fortunate that this effort is being put on by the Southwest Alliance for Equity, and they're connected to the Moms Demand Action in Every Town for Gun Safety groups, and so that's who is sponsoring this event tonight, is my understanding. Wanted to share that, though I won't be able to personally make it due to a family commitment. Thanks.
Councilmember Jenkins.
Thank you, President Payne. I guess I would just announce that on Saturday, it's the Transforming Families is hosting an event called the Day of the Transgender Child. And it is, you know, in light of all of the attacks on the transgender community, specifically young people, it's really important that we stand up and support this marginalized community and their families who support them in receiving life-saving health care and support. And so just wanted to acknowledge that that will be happening this weekend. There's a lot of rumors that there will be some executive orders that are coming down that will be potentially adding left-leaning groups, including LGBT organizations and specifically transgender organizations, as terrorist groups. Hope that those rumors are not true, but we certainly need to stand up for these communities. Thank you.
Councilmember Rainville.
Thank you. I have two announcements. First, Planet Fitness is opening a new facility in Minneapolis, and it'll be in the Marcy Holmes neighborhood of the 3rd Ward. That is tomorrow. Everybody knows how great it is to work out, right? I'm looking down here, everybody. So many of my colleagues are regular exercise people. And an even more exciting announcement is that Diana Moo, great little restaurant, Diane's Place over in the 3rd Ward off of 13th Avenue, and she got the Restaurant of the Year by Food and Wine magazine. The best restaurant in the whole United States is right here in Minneapolis, right here in the 3rd Ward, the economic engine of Minneapolis. Thank you.
Okay, with that, we've completed all the items on our agenda and will now consider the request for a closed session, which is to receive a briefing on the litigation matter listed on the agenda. Before I move to close the meeting, I'll recognize the city attorney to provide the legal basis for this requested closed session.
Thank you, Council President, Council members. The next item on the agenda is the litigation matter regarding the 10th Avenue Water Main River Crossing Project. Your lawyers wish to provide a briefing to the council on this litigation matter. Accordingly, under the Minnesota Open Meeting Law, Minnesota Statutes Section 13D.05, Subdivision 3B, the council may, upon a proper motion, close the meeting for the purposes of attorney-client communication as permitted by the attorney-client privilege. In considering the motion, the council should weigh the right of the public to know what its government is doing against the need of the city to preserve the confidentiality of its discussions with its lawyers.
Thank you, Madam City Attorney. I move to close our public meeting as authorized under the Open Meeting Law, specifically Minnesota Statute Section 13D.05, for the purpose of receiving a briefing on the litigation matter regarding the 10th Avenue Water Main River Crossing Project. May I have a second to that motion?
Second.
The clerk will call the roll.
Councilmember Vita.
Aye.
Councilmember Koski.
Aye.
Councilmember Jenkins.
Aye.
Councilmember Palmisano.
Aye.
Councilmember Chowdhury.
Aye.
Councilmember Cashman.
Aye.
Councilmember Rainville.
Aye.
Councilmember Chavez.
Aye.
Council Vice President Chugtai.
Aye.
Council President Payne.
Aye.
We have 10 ayes.
That carries, and for the viewing public, I will note that the broadcast of this meeting will continue and the council will reconvene in public after we've concluded the closed session. We are ready. The time is now 11:15, and the City Council has reconvened in open session following our closed section. I'll ask the clerk to call the roll to prove the presence of a quorum.
Councilmember Vita.
Present.
Councilmember Ellison is absent. Councilmember Koski.
Present.
Councilmember Wansley is absent. Councilmember Jenkins.
Present.
Councilmember Palmisano.
Present.
Councilmember Chowdhury.
Present.
Councilmember Cashman.
Present.
Councilmember Osman is absent. Councilmember Rainville.
Present.
Councilmember Chavez.
Present.
Council Vice President Chugtai.
Present.
Council President Payne.
Present.
We have 10 members present.
Let the record reflect we have a quorum. I will recognize Councilmember Cashman.
Thank you, President Payne. I will move that all known claims between the city and the general contractor on the 10th Avenue Water Main Crossing Project, including those relating to subcontractor costs for micro tunneling, be resolved according to the provisions of a deductive change order. The City Attorney's Office and Public Works Department are authorized to execute any documents necessary to effectuate this resolution.
Councilmember Cashman has made a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
The clerk will call the roll.
Councilmember Vita.
Aye.
Councilmember Koski.
Aye.
Councilmember Jenkins.
Aye.
Councilmember Palmisano.
Aye.
Councilmember Chowdhury.
Aye.
Councilmember Cashman. Councilmember Rainville.
Aye.
Councilmember Chavez.
Aye.
Council Vice President Chugtai.
Aye.
Council President Payne.
Aye.
There are 10 ayes.
That motion carries, and with that, we've completed our business today with nothing further to come before the council, and without objection, this meeting is hereby adjourned.